Hi there crafters. As you can see, I'm still going star crazy here. I like to do these stacked stars because just for displays and things, they look quite nice when you stack them all together in a bowl, or even on some of the trees and things that I've got. And you can put a little bit of cotton on the back and hang them up as well if you want to. Very useful, and something that's really simple to make. So I'm going to show you how to make it using the big A4 sheet, just because it's easier to follow. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to fold it in half that way, so making sure that this edge lines up really well with that top edge, and then using my bone folder reinforce that. Then I'm going to take this corner, making sure that it's the folded edge and not the open one. So I'm going to take the folded corner and bring it across, and I'm going to go about a third of the way from the top. I'm going to point it over, and then I'm going to fold it flat like that, so that we've got that strange shape going on. Okay, so that's all we've done. Let's bring it across, and we've got the open edge at the top. Then I'm going to flip it over. So there's the crease. Flip it over so we've got the crease this side, and I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to bring it up and line it up with that edge. So I'm going to fold it this way, but make sure that my crease is lined up with the bottom piece. So there we go. And using the bone folder, bring it down. Once I've done that, I'm then going to flip it back over, and I'm going to bring this edge over and make sure that this edge is along this edge here as well. So bring it all the way over, join it up, make sure this corner, this point is nice and sharp, and then crease that down as well. So we got that shape. So I'm going to turn it round, so I've got the smaller point this side, the bigger point that side. Okay, so make sure it's that way round, and I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to cut from, it's very important, you cut from this corner on that paper there. You're going to cut from there across to this folded edge here, about halfway between the point and this crease here. Okay, so not halfway between here and here, although you can do, but you'll get a very squared off star. So I'm going to go from this point straight across, halfway between this crease here and the point. So I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to aim straight across and cutting all the way through. So this bit I can discard now, and this is the bit that I want to keep. So I'm going to open it up, and as you can see, we have our star. So now what I'm going to do is, we've got some creases in there, as you can see, but I want to make sure that these ones here, let me get my pen so I can show you, these ones here, so the bits that are in the dip, these all need to be valley folds, and the ones from the stars down, so from the point all the way down, these ones need to be mountain folds. Let's get that all the way down. So mountain folds for that side. Okay, so from this side there'll be valley folds. Hope that's not too confusing. So the pointed ones we want to have as mounting, and the dip ones, the ones in the V, we want to have as valley folds. So we'll fold that like that. Okay, and then we're going to, so this one is folded the wrong way, but we need it to be a mounting fold because it's got the point. So I'm just going to retrain that crease mark all the way back to the middle so that it's a mounting. And this one's a mounting, but we need it to be a valley. So I'm going to retrain it as a valley fold. Okay, keep going all the way around. So that's already a mounting, so we're happy with that. This is a mounting, we need it to be a valley. As you can see, it's in the dip, that needs to be a valley. So retrain that back up like that. This is a valley fold, but because it's the point, we need it to be a mounting fold. So very carefully bring it all the way back to the middle, and there we have, oh no, this one needs to be trained as well, so that one needs to go in as a valley, and there we have it. So what you can do is fold it like that, and then using your bone folder, give those mounting folds a real good, and then fold it again that way and give them a good. And then what we're doing is we're training that paper so that when we open it up, it naturally wants to go into that star shape. Okay, so let's show you on a smaller sheet. So this is a 6x6 piece of paper, exactly the same as before, doesn't matter what size it is. We're going to take this edge and put it at the top there, line it up with that top edge, and we're going to give it a crease. Okay, then we're going to take this corner and we're going to take it and put it across here about 1/3 of the way down from that open edge. So taking the corner, bring it over, I'm going to line it up with there, I'm going to bring it over, and that's about 1/3 of the edge down from the top. Use my bone folder to reinforce that. Then I'm going to flip it over. I want to make a fold on this side that lines up with that creased edge there. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to bring this over and follow that sheet of paper there, and follow that. So we have two folds together like that. So we now have that. So I'm going to flip that over, so we're on the flat side, and I'm going to bring, so this is the open edge, I'm going to bring this crease so that it matches up with this line here. So bring it all the way across, and I'm trying to keep that point as sharp as I can, and I'm lining that up. And I'm going to reinforce that really well, and we then have that shape. So we have the open end there. So holding it so that I have the biggest end to my left and the shortest end to my right, because I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, you might have to flip it over, so, and then cut from this edge across. Okay, but I'm right-handed, so I'm doing it this way. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to go from here halfway between the point and that fold there. So I'm roughly going to aim to about there. So taking my scissors line it up with that corner there, and I'm going to go straight across through all the layers of paper and cut that away. That's now rubbish, so I'll pop that in the bin, and I'm going to open up my star. There we go. And again, we now need to sort out, so all the points are mounting, so all of these folds I need to be mounting, and all of these in the dip, these need to be valleys. Okay, so that's already a mounting, so I'm happy with that. That's a valley, so I'm happy with that, and that's another mounting. Oops. So there we go. Now this is a mounting fold at the moment. I need it to be a valley, so I'm going to fold it and retrain it so that it goes into the dip and becomes a valley. Very carefully retraining that paper so that it becomes a valley. And then we have the point, and at the moment it's a valley fold. I need it to be a mounting, so I'm going to pinch that in and retrain it like that. And this one's a mounting, needs to be a valley, so I'm going to push that down. And actually what sometimes happens is, if they've got two mounting folds either side and this needs to be folded down, it'll just automatically come in. So we can crease that as well. So, and that's a valley, which it needs to be, but this needs to be a mounting. So there we go. That needs to be a valley. There we go. And there we have our star. So I'm just going to push it together so that I can then use my bone folder to reinforce all of those mountings and valleys. And then I'm going to fold that one across so that I can do that again. And there we are. So this is a 15 by 15 centimetre or a 6 by 6 piece of paper. Make that size. This is a 10 by 10 or 4 inch by 10 by 10 centimetres or 4 inch by 4 inch. We'll make this one. And you can keep them separate, or like I like to do, I'm going to put a blob of glue in the middle, just like that. A bit more. I'm going to pop that on the top like that, push it down, and then push it back, and it just pops out. So there we go. Stackable stars. And the nice thing is that no matter what size they are, even with the big one we have here, they will all stack into one another. So if you wanted to make some patterns with the big one, using the different colours of papers, you can. Or if you just want to put them away, keep them to next year or the next celebration, you can just stack them like that, bring them out next year and just pop them back, and they'll just all pop up with a little bit of encouragement. They'll all pop back up. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like button if you did, share or subscribe. I would be really grateful. So yeah, take care for now. Bye.